Hello, welcome back. Happy first day of summer. It is a great day. It's not super sunny out here, but I'm so excited that it's the first day of summer. So that means a summery makeup look today. So I'm going to do all of my makeup with you. I'm going to show you a really cool hack I learned recently too, that has been a game changer for my hair. Actually, not my makeup, my hair. And like I said, we're going to do a summery, shimmery, kind of sparkly makeup look today. So summer is the best time for kind of that shimmery, glowy look. We don't want too much makeup. We don't want it to be, like I said, we don't want too much makeup, but we also want that glowy look. So today we're going to perfect that. So if you want to shop any of the things that I'm talking about today, make sure you check out my links down below. I have my shopping link down there. I will post after we get done with this video all the products that I used today as well. So I'm going to get started. But I do have, this is June, so June, if you do not know, is the end of the Mary Kay year. So I do have some specials going right now. And if you're not on my email list, I have not sent the email out yet today. I'm going to be sending it out here soon. As soon as I get done with this video, I have a couple errands to run. I'm going to send that email out. So if you have not already, join my email list down below and you'll get an email today about my special for this weekend. So, and if you're catching the replay and you're beyond it, the sale is going to last all weekend. So today is June 20th. Let's see. So it's going to go from Friday, June 20th to Sunday through Sunday night. So if you are afterwards, still tune in, watch for the summer replay, but I will be having another sale next weekend as well. So make sure, again, join my email list so you can be the first ones to know about any of my promotions or any of my sales, my bundles, anything like that. Started with foundation primer, absolute must. Have to start with foundation primer, especially in the summertime. Do you ever feel like you put your makeup on and then it starts to kind of come off? It starts to get oily and it starts to like run a little bit. It just doesn't stay on as well as you want it to. Foundation primer is going to make a huge difference. So is makeup finishing spray, but we're going to use that in a minute. But the foundation primer is a game changer, absolute game changer. And it has SPF 15 in it, which we love that it has a little extra SPF. If you're not using SPF, I highly, highly recommend the Mineral SPF 30 sunscreen for your face. It's incredible. It makes a big difference. It's also very good for your skin. It's not filled with a bunch of chemicals, which we love. So many sunscreens are filled with so many chemicals. We do not want the chemicals on our face seeping into our skin. One thing, as I've gotten a little bit older, I'm going to let this sit for a minute. So this is some under eye corrector. We're just going to leave that for a second. I'm going to move on to my eyes really quick, and then we'll come back and we'll do that in a minute. But one thing is I've noticed as I've gotten a little bit older is I pay way more attention now to ingredients. I do it at the grocery store. I do it for my hair care. I do it for my makeup. I do it for my skincare. I do it for everything, our laundry. I really have started paying way more attention to what's in my products because there are just so many chemicals nowadays in everything that can affect everything, right? So anyway, I've become a lot more conscious of that. And one thing that I love is that all Mary Kay products are tested by EU standards. So that's European Union standards. There are over 1,300 ingredients that are banned in Europe, cannot be in any makeup or skincare. Here in the United States, we have 0 ingredients that are banned, which is honestly terrifying. It's disappointing that we don't have things that are banned here. But we don't. So Mary Kay actually pays to have our products tested by a separate standard because that's a standard we want to match up to. Not 0 standards here. We have no standards. It can be anything. They can put anything in your skincare, which is terrifying. So make sure you are checking your skincare and your makeup ingredients. I know right now it's so trendy to buy like really, really cheap makeup products. Like $5 mascaras or, couple dollar Blushes, what's in those though? And that's something I would ask you to check the next time that you go to buy one of those. Check to see what's actually in it. Check the ingredients. One thing I love, I don't have to check these ingredients. I do still check the ingredients. I absolutely do. I always want to know what's in every product. And if you've watched my lives for a very long time, you know that I always tell you about the product or the ingredients that are in the products and why that's going to be beneficial and why you might want them or why you might not want them. So I love kind of just, I don't know, deep diving into exactly what's in things and what's going to help you, what's going to hurt you. So anyway, I love that I don't have to ever worry about Mary Kay products though. I'm so thankful that they're tested by European Union standards, way higher standards. So if you did not know that your Mary Kay products are always going to be safe. So that's body care, skin care, hair care, or not hair care, we don't have hair care. Well, you could put the nourishing oil in your hair, but skincare, makeup, and body care. Okay, so I just put a little bit of, this is Burnished Bronze, which is one of my favorite eyeshadow colors, and it's retiring. So if you also love Burnished Bronze, make sure you grab one or a couple before they are all gone. I love Burnished Bronze, so I was so sad when this one was on the retiring list. I get it. I totally get it. They are just phasing out some of our eyeshadow colors so that when they, there we go. Again, that one's the Burnished Bronze. They're phasing some out so that basically we can have more limited edition eyeshadow drops, which is super exciting, and I love that. But I am going to miss some of these colors that they're getting rid of. So Burnished Bronze is one that I love. Let me show you. Okay, so that one's Burnished Bronze. Another one I really like is this Sweet Plum right here. That one's retiring. Mahogany is retiring. Let me see what else in here. I feel like Cashmere Haze. And these two right here, both of these are retiring. I always forget the other one's name. I want to call them both Cashmere Haze, and they're not. Can't remember what the name of it is right now, but both of these right here are retiring. That Sweet Plum, the Burnished Bronze, and the Mahogany. Another one that's not in this palette that I have here, but I love, that is retiring, is Granite. It's kind of like a light gray color. Love that one too. So anyway, if you guys want these before they go out of stock, make sure you grab them before they are gone. I'm going to use the Moonstone now. I'm going to put that kind of in this inner corner. Bring it towards the middle. I love the crystalline in Moonstones, and these kind of just all these shimmery light colors. They're so pretty for summertime just because they're so shimmery and they're so like bright and they blend really well. And it's super trendy right now to wear those bright eyeshadow colors. And also, I think it looks very summery. It's like bronzy kind of. So right now we mix together that Burnished Bronze and the Moonstone. And I'm going to take just a little bit of, let's take Candlelight, which is this one right here. Okay, so let me show you again. Hang on. So this one is the Candlelight I'm about to use. And then that one right there is the Moonstone that I just used. And if you are watching the replay or catching this live, go ahead and tell me hi. Let me know you're watching. I always love to know who hops on and who's watching with us. All right, so you can see we've just got a super shimmery, bronzy eyeshadow look going on. So that's it. We're gonna leave it like that. So it's not anything that's too dark. It's got like a little bit of color to it with that Burnished Bronze instead of it just being the light colors. I'm just using this to kind of blend, make sure everything's all blended out. But I love that it's kind of got like that bronzy shimmer look. So it's like the light shimmer with the little bit of bronze. Once the makeup all goes on, it'll look a lot better. Right now, it looks a little goofy. I'm going to take my blending brush or my blending sponge and just kind of blend this under eye corrector out. I love under eye corrector. And the cool part is every single person wears the same shade. I do usually put it on underneath my makeup just so then you can put your foundation over it and it'll look really seamless. You can always put it over the top too though. If you have really dark circles and you are really concerned about your dark circles, you can always put it over your foundation to kill that little bit extra, the dark circles. Hang on, let me put, there we go. All right. Can you tell like what a big difference that makes? It literally takes away those dark circles. It's incredible. It's got that orangey, peachy undertone to it, but it doesn't look orange on either. Like you can tell it's got like a little bit of an orange undertone to kill the purple, because that's what makes sense on the color wheel, right? So it makes sense, but when I first used it, I remember being concerned. I was like, I don't want my makeup to look orange though. And that was a big concern. I was like, I'm putting something peachy on my skin. It doesn't. It's like magic. It works really well. It kills the dark circles, but it doesn't end up looking orange. So it's great. I'm using my CC cream in light to medium. And I'm just gonna blend this all over. So if you watched, I just did a tutorial here on my Facebook page, and I also always post these replays on YouTube. So if you miss the Facebook live, go to YouTube. You can always watch them there. On Facebook, they delete them now. So I post all my replays over on YouTube. Anyway, I had just done one though, I think it was 2 weeks ago, that was a makeup look, and it was just a super basic everyday makeup look, just kind of what I do every single day. So it wasn't like a 5-minute makeup look, it was more like a 15-minute makeup look, but it was kind of what I do, I feel like, on a daily basis if I'm doing my makeup. Anyway, I used, in that video, I mixed together the CC cream and the Time Wise foundation, which you can do. Today, since we're going for that really glowy summer look, I'm just using my CC cream. I'm just gonna bring a little bit of that down my neck. CC cream also has SPF 15, which again, we love that it has those little extra doses of SPF because it's going to save your skin. It's going to make your skin look so much better because it's going to protect your skin. So I want you to think about too, like if you have any dark spots or you have any skin imperfections like redness, like I said, dark spots, aging spots, anything like that, the sun makes those so much worse. So the sun actually can make your dark spots a lot darker. It can make your red spots a lot more red. It can make your scarring darker. So using sun protection is going to help your skin and obviously protect your skin, but it's also going to help with those kind of problems too. So you don't want to make those any worse. So using something like SPF every day can make a big difference. I'm just dusting a little bit of powder on my face right now. And I'm using the shade light to medium ivory. I'm not using much. I'm just kind of using a little bit and just patting it all over my face. So we're using just a little bit because I don't want it to have like a full makeup look feel or look. I want it to really just look very natural and very glowy. So just a little bit goes a long ways. And I love this brush for it too, because this brush is so, I need to wash this brush. It's a little dirty. I need to wash my brushes. You should wash your brushes once a week. That's what you should do. But anyway, so that brush, I like using that. I used to use, actually, hang on, I have all my brushes just right here. So let me just show you. I used to use this powder brush. We used to sell this powder brush a while ago. And when I had really bad acne, I wanted my skin to be, I wanted my makeup to be thicker because I was trying to cover up so much acne. So this brush, like I could really pat it in, you know, I could really like get good coverage with it. But I can't believe how much of a difference it makes when you use a giant fluffy brush like this. It goes on so much looser. It looks so much more natural. So if you need something to have more of a full coverage effect to it, I recommend using this brush here. This is the blending brush. You can use this for your liquid foundation, and then you can apply your powder over the top of that. And it also, if you're looking for more of a full coverage powder, that Silky Setting Powder is going to be more of a light coverage or medium coverage if you layer it. This one is the Ivory 2. That's the color I use, is Ivory 2. But it's the pressed powder. I do like this under my eyes. So I'm going to take, actually, I'm not going to put it under my eyes yet. I'm going to do my bronzer first, and then I will do that. But if you want to do that all over your face, that's going to give you more coverage. All right, next, let me use, this is my cheek brush. I'm going to pick up a little bit of my bronzer here. This bronzer is back in stock, and I'm so excited, so happy for you, because now you can finally order this bronzer. This is the medium glow one, so there is either medium glow or deep glow. I always put a little on my forehead, and then I put a little on my cheekbones here, and I'm going to take a little bit and put it right along my jawline as well. This bronzer has been out of stock. I know you might have heard me talk about this, but I know a lot of you have been asking when it's going to be back in stock, and it's finally back in stock, so you can order it off of my website right now. They fixed all of the shipping issues that they were having with it previously, which is super exciting because it's a great product, and I have been using it for months now, and I've been absolutely loving it. It's kind of been killing me that I can't sell it because I sold out of the ones that I had ordered pretty quickly. And I haven't been able to sell it since then. So anyway, I'm so excited that it's back in stock. I'm so excited you guys get to use it and try it. All right, so I am just blending everything out. You saw I blended with my cheek brush first, and then I take my all over powder brush and I just blend everything over again. So I want to make sure we don't have any harsh lines. And as you can see, I literally just move my hair and blend right into that hairline because, again, we don't want any harsh lines. We don't want it to look like we have a streak of contour or anything like that. So you want to just make sure it's blended out. And I do really like that this bronzer, it blends so well, so quickly. I have used a lot of bronzers in the past that do not blend very quickly. They take a while before they blend out, or they just don't ever fully blend out. I do really love that this bronzer blends out really well. We had this bronzer a few years ago, and I loved it back then, so I was so happy when it came back out. I'm going to use for my cheeks, let me see, I think I'm just going to mix these two together. I'm mixing together Shy Blush and Rogue Rose, which, wait, hang on. This is Desert Rose, sorry. Okay, so Shy Blush and Desert Rose, because I was like, this one right here is also phasing out. So the matte one, but not the Shy Blush one, but the other one is phasing out as well. So there are, along with those eyeshadows that I was mentioning, there are a few of the blushes that are phasing out too, or retiring. Okay, so I'm just mixing them together. I like the little bit of the shimmer, but the little bit of the matte. I also kind of like that the Desert Rose almost has like a, not a purple tone to it, but more of like a purple undertone to it. So I love them mixed together. That Shy Blush has such a bright pink, and the Desert Rose has that like little hint of that mauve-y purple. So I just like them mixed together. Again, I'm gonna blend with my blending brush. Not much blending is needed. Again, I love these blushes and these eyeshadows. They just are so blendable. Okay, and also, how cool is this palette? How cool does this look? I love that they all fit in one space. It makes it so much easier to travel with, too. You just have to take one palette. It's not all my colors. I have a couple of these palettes I have one that's like specific for cheeks, and I have one that's specific for eyes. But this one right now is the palette that I just have been taking everywhere with me, and I've been loving it. I'm going to use this highlighter, which if you have not bought this highlighter, you have to get this highlighter. It's so pretty. Look at that, like, just pretty glow. It's perfect for summer. Absolutely perfect for summertime. Okay. There we go. See that? Look at that glow. So pretty. You need the highlighter. You need the bronzer. They're perfect, truly, for summer, though. It's the perfect combination. I added blush in between. That does not mean that you have to add blush in between. If you do not want to, you do not have to. All right, we're getting there. We're coming along. Next, let's do some brows. Oh, I want to show you too. Okay, so the thing I was telling you about for your hair that you may have never tried before, recently I saw somebody do this. I always, if my hair air dries specifically, these like little flyaways kill me. They just, look at, like, they're everywhere all the time. So check this out. The clear eyebrow gel, you can actually use this to kind of hold these guys down. Look at that. The difference between one side to the other side. Like, that's a huge difference. So I learned this and I have been obsessed with it. I wanted to actually show you though, so I came with my crazy hair. Usually, okay, don't go that far. Just do it right at the top. Usually my hair is always just crazy and I can't really prevent it. I can't get these little flyaways to ever stay down properly. But this, I love this little tip. So tell me what you think about this little tip down below. Oh, don't grab them from the wrong side though. It's way easier if you actually look in a mirror instead of a phone camera. All right, so tell me what you think about that tip down below though. I love that, yeah, it's like it holds it down. So right now it's a little wet, so I feel like you have to give it a second to dry to get the full effect of what it's gonna look like afterwards. But tell me what you think. Would you try out that tip to keep your little flyaways down? All right, next, like I said, let's do our eyebrows. All right, so I'm gonna brush my brows up. Oh shoot, did I not bring a mirror? Okay, I did not bring a mirror. I always forget to bring a mirror for this part. Okay, I'll just use my phone camera, but it probably won't turn out quite as well as if I had a mirror. I like to use my mirror really close to me. I like to hold it kind of like this so that I can see exactly where I'm supposed to be applying, but that's okay. I'm gonna outline. This has been my new favorite way to do my brows. Hands down my favorite way. I don't ever plan on going back. At first, I've said this before, but I was not really sure how I felt about this brow palette. I have since fallen in love with the brow palette because I love to pair them together. So I use my liner and my brow palette together. If you have not bought one of these, buy one of these. These are limited edition, so they're not going to be around for much longer because they were limited edition from the last launch. They're still available right now. But this is something that's going to last you a long time. I mean, I've been using this, let me show you, a lot lately. A lot. And look at, there's like hardly anything even missing. I use this one all the time and there's hardly anything missing out of there. So it's going to last you, I mean, at least a year. I bet this is going to last you more than a year. I bet it'll last you a couple of years. But this palette's great, absolutely great, especially with the way that I'm using it. So I'm not using it as my full eyebrow product. I'm just kind of using it, which I'm going to show you in 1 second. I'm going to take, hang on, my eyeshadow brush though. I'm going to pick up this bright color here, this white. I'm going to put it right underneath my brow before I get started. So it's just going to highlight that a little bit. It's just going to separate my eyeshadow from my brow. And it's got a matte look to it. So now it's not going to be shimmery all the way up at the top of my brow. It's going to be just kind of highlighted because it is brighter color. All right. Okay. Now let me do my brows. As you guys hop on here too, tell me hi. Let me know you're here. Tell me you're watching. Like I said before, I always love to know who's catching these videos live or on the replay. All right, so I am just outlining right underneath my brow, just barely, kind of just doing little tiny dashes. And if you guys do follow along on Facebook, these lives, I've been doing them every Friday at noon. So make sure you set yourself a reminder for the summertime. They're going to all be Friday at noon. Okay, so same thing on the top. I'm just kind of like outlining. I'm not doing much to it. I'm just doing tiny little dashes to give my brow the shape that it needs. I don't have my brows like some people have, oh my goodness. I'm trying to think of what the microblading done on their eyebrows, where you have like, it's not a tattoo, but it's kind of permanently there. With that, you don't have to outline as much. I don't have anything like that done. I just like to do my brows as I kind of go. And so I just fill them in whenever I'm doing my makeup or doing my brows or anything. I just fill them in. So that's kind of why I like to outline though. If you already have your eyebrows microbladed, you might even be able to skip this outlining step just because they're already, that part's already done. But if you're natural, using the liner can give that same effect. And now let's go on with the palette. So you can see I outlined, I did not fill in yet though. So I'm just gonna take out of the palette this little brush, kind of blend things out, brush everything out, make sure my hairs are sticking up a little bit too. All right, now I'm gonna take this little brush in here, pick up that, it's a pomade, so it's like kind of tacky. And I'm just gonna kind of go throughout my brow, right along my hairline, and kind of just fill that in. Just like that. All right, same thing on the other side. And there are different colors too. For reference, I'm using the brunette. I used the brunette for the liner, and I used the brunette for the brow palette. All right, I just think they look natural. They're not overdone. They're not too blocky. I know that's like a big thing, especially when I started doing makeup. Like black eyebrows were kind of the thing. Lots of people had black eyebrows. And that's not the thing anymore by any means. Is that a trend? So this natural look is a lot better. I'm gonna take my clear eyebrow gel again and just go right over my brows to make sure they're fluffy and where I want them to be. Okay, all done with that. All right, we are almost done. We're getting there. The last couple of things we have is one I'm going to use. Oh, actually, let me use this next. So this is when I would like to use my pressed powder. I just got these little sponges off of Amazon, but I just take a little bit of pressed powder right here. So just to kind of mattify this area. If I get glossy, this is what I do. Right there. And then I also take a little underneath my eyes just to set right underneath my eyes, because I use that under eye corrector, but when I apply that powder, I don't feel like I get it fully right underneath my eyes, so I just press that in to get it to stay really well. All right, next I'm going to use a little bit of the finishing spray. This is going to lock your makeup in. It's going to actually hold your makeup on all day long. You're not going to have to worry about your makeup sweating off or moving, or specifically, one thing I love about it is I golf, and when you golf, you like accidentally touch your arms, you know, during your swings. And so if I'm wearing a white shirt, it'll come off on the white shirt. Or if you're like hugging somebody, and I'm really short, so every time I hug somebody, I'm always like against their like arm, right? That helps my makeup from not transferring off my face onto other people. So if you want to prevent that as well, the makeup finishing spray, amazing, absolutely amazing. Let me do my lips first, and then we'll do lashes. So lips, I have been loving, there's two lip combinations right now I've been really liking. Excuse me. The pink nude lip liner with the blush lip oil, or the mauve nude lip liner with the berry lip oil. So let me show you this one today. So I'm just going to outline. You can see it's not a dark color at all. The pink nude is very light. It's very, very summery. It's going to keep that color on your lips too. So I love to use these underneath the lip oils. It's going to just give it that little extra color, and it's going to stay on way better. The lip oils, the lip liners are waterproof, and then your lip oils just kind of like the gloss that goes on top. Okay, what do you think about that combination? If you have not ordered lip oils yet, you have to order a lip oil. You have to. They're so great. There's the berry or there's the blush, and they're both absolutely fantastic. I have had nobody complain or tell me like, oh my gosh, I don't like the lip oil. Everyone has loved the lip oils. All right, so I always curl my lashes before. And then we're going to do, this is something I've been doing lately too, is I've been using two mascaras. So I start with my Great Heights mascara. one coat of that to get started. I like this mascara for a lot of reasons, but one is it has vitamin B in here, so it's going to help your lashes to grow and to stay nice and healthy. And it separates your lashes so well, so you can see here like how well my lashes are separated and lengthened at the same time. So if you're looking for a mascara to lengthen your lashes or separate, this is probably going to be your new favorite mascara. If you're looking for volume, I love the Lash Fanaroma, so I like to mix them together. So we do the first coat with this, and I love these bristles too. Let me show you. Okay, so you can see like it's got a kind of a curve to it, so it actually helps your lashes to curve as well, so it's going to give you that long look. Okay, I'm going to now get the little bottom lashes. I like this mascara for my bottom lashes too. And I always just kind of shimmy right along the bottom of my lashes just so it gets like a little bit, oops, I just got a little there. We'll let that dry. I just get it so it gets like a little bit on each lash. There's not a ton. I don't want it to be like full like it is on the top. Actually, I'm going to go through with one more coat of this. Just one quick coat of this. But anyway, I don't want it to be kind of the same it is on the top. I want it to just have a little bit on the bottom. So they're not forgotten about, but they're not fully coated. All right, now we're gonna go in with the Lash Fanaroma. So we just did like a coat and a half kind of that first one, and now this one's gonna add a little bit of volume. And like I said, if you guys want to order any of these products, you can shop right off of my website. If you ever have any questions, I'm here to answer all your questions. I'm always here to help you. I love nothing more than helping somebody else pick out their makeup and their skincare and making sure you get the right colors. And this is, like I said, the last month of our Mary Kay year. So if you have some products that you want to order, now is a great time to do it. Our team is actually shooting for a big goal, so every single order counts right now. So if you have anything that you need to restock on, make sure you let me know. All right, I'm doing one last coat over here just to kind of volumize these lashes, and then we're going to be all done. If you have any questions, make sure you drop them down below too. Or if you have any special requests, is there some Mary Kay product that you really want to see demoed? You can always leave me a suggestion down below as well. All right, so this is today's look. Very summery, very shimmery and bright. Oh, one last thing. After this dries, what I do, I don't know if it's fully dry yet. I usually would wait a couple of minutes, so I'd walk away, go do something, and come back. We can see if it works right now. I don't know if it's fully dry, but the best way to get mascara off, if it does get on your face or your eyelid or anything like that, take your eyebrow eyeliner brush, take the spoolie side, and you can actually just kind of scratch it right off. It'll flake right off if it's dry. Yep, it did. So it was dry. Flakes right off, no problems, no smudging, no redoing your makeup. It's great. So anyway, excuse me, I've got the hiccups now. I will drop down below all of the products that I used today. I would love to know down below, what was the one thing that you took away from this video? Did you learn a new tip? Did you find a new product that you want to try? A new way to apply a product? So let us know down below. But thank you so much for watching today, and I'll see you guys back here next time. Bye.